Welcome back to Wayne's World of Gaming, where we play, talk about and collect everything PlayStation. You've seen the title. I'll go into that in a sec. I just want to show you a few little pickups I've got in the meantime since the last week's video. So first of all, if I can do this, I picked up Rugrats Adventures in Gameland. Now, I've wanted this since before it released. It just looks ace. It looks cool. I love Rugrats. I'll put some gameplay up. Who doesn't love Rugrats? I've heard it's quite challenging, but it can't be as challenging as like Cuphead and Retro Realms and stuff like that. I may eat my words, but yeah, picked up Rugrats. Like I said, I've wanted it for ages. I've just been waiting for a good price. I remember saying in a previous video that I ordered it or Vinted. It was 15 quid. The wrong item got sent to me. Never got to the bottom of it. Never got the game. So that was on offer. It had a discount on Amazon. $17.95 or something. Free delivery, obviously. So I thought, sod it. Let's go for it. I also picked up Trek to Yomi. The only reason I bought this is the art style. I don't know a great deal about it, but I've heard it kind of, it's like a, do they call them 2.5D? So it's not a 2D and it's not a 3D, it's kind of in between. It just reminded me a lot of Ghost of Tsushima, obviously not graphically, but the style, obviously samurai and all that jazz. It's all in black and white. The art style looks fantastic. Just really wanted to give it a go. This was in-game. It was on sale for like 13 quid, part of the game sale. So I picked that up. And a pre-order has arrived, which is Power Rangers Rita's Rewind. I've just realised all these games are like 2D. There's no next gen here. Power Rangers Rita's Rewind. I got the deluxe edition. This is the route I want to go down my collection. All the deluxe editions and things like that. It does come with some nice bits. I will say this box is delicate as shit. Can you see that little chip there? That it came like that, and then trying to open it, we scratched the shit out of it. Yeah, it's like foil, and it's quite delicate, so be careful with them, folks. Obviously, you get the game. A bit weird why the game wasn't sealed. I know it's in a box, and that's sealed, but I would have thought they would have sealed the game anyway. But look at that. That is flipping ace. And the back, I love that steelbook. It's a lovely steelbook. Inside this as well, I didn't notice this until Rob from Retro Rob pointed out to me. You can't actually put the disc in that steelbook. You can't hold the game. It does come with this cool lenticular card though, where they do a little dance. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. But yeah, you can't hold the game. You get a few different cards, like collectible cards of different Rangers. And a poster. Pretty sick poster. Not putting it up anywhere at the moment. Maybe when we move. But yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Now, I don't talk about Power Rangers a lot. I'm not a humongous Power Rangers fan. But as a kid, I did watch the TV show like every day. I had a couple of toys. I didn't have loads. I wasn't really like super into it like I was Ghostbusters and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and stuff. But I did have a couple of Power Rangers. I didn't have any of the big Zorgs and all that stuff, or whatever they're called. But I did watch it. And Kimberly was my favourite. But yeah, lovely addition to the collection. I did order as well off Amazon this little Cuphead figure. Just thought it'd be a cool display for the shelf. Like I said, I'm gonna get the collector's edition at some point. And it doesn't come with a Cuphead. It comes with Miss Chalice. I would have liked it to come with Cuphead, so this will serve a purpose here. But it comes with this awesome little flick book. I don't know if I can get this to work on camera. We shall see. Don't know how that's turned out, but then you flip it over and then there's another one of Miss Chalice. I'll probably watch this back and it'll look terrible, but I tried. God loves a trier. But this is the little Cuphead. He's got a little bobblehead, but the best part is he talks.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
There's a fair few of these. So yeah, you've got the announcer. I'm gonna pop it on the shelf somewhere. Not quite sure where, but yeah, I just thought it was ace. It was a tenner. I think for a tenner, it's worth it. Yeah, it's worth that all day. But yeah, so I don't know whether to keep it in the box or not. I do like the fact when it's out of the box and you can, you know, press the button and his little head bobbing away. The little arsehole that he is, because he gave me hours of misery. But yeah, it's just something about that game. Like I said, I found it challenging. Oh, I fucking messed all that up, didn't I? I did find it challenging, very challenging. But I loved it at the same time. I really enjoyed it. And I suppose the same can be said for Souls-likes. I know it's not Souls-like, but they're challenging, they're hard, but you just love them. I think he looks better out the box, doesn't he? Or should I buy another one? Have one in and one out. Who knows? Who knows? But I actually went to a car boot sale as well yesterday. It wasn't planned. I had to pick the van up from the garage. He was having a bit of work done. And Laura said, oh, rather than just go straight home, should we do something? And she was like, what about the car boot sale? I was like, shit, I forgot about that because I haven't been to one for so long. So we nipped there. It started at 10. We got there about 11:30. So if anything was any good, it would have been gone. But I did pick up this little Woody. He's missing something. I think it's going to be a lasso or something. You squeeze his legs and he swings his arm. But yeah, I picked up Woody. I picked up this little Yoshi. And I picked up this Sonic. Now, they're not in brilliant condition, don't get me wrong, but it's one of the stretch arm Sonics. Stretch Armstrongs. So you can pull him and do whatever you want with him. But yeah, I picked up those three. They were £3 for £1. So I seen Woody. Woody's what interested me. And then I was just looking through. He was just on the side. I was looking through a bit like a big bin of toys. And I seen Yoshi. And the guy came over. He said, oh, they're £3 for £1. So I was like, oh, I wonder what else is in here. It was mostly dinosaurs, I'm not going to lie. And I seen this little bad boy at the bottom. So £3 for £1. Absolute bargain. So that's my pickups for this week, folks. And then let's talk about the cull, the collection cull. I've been pondering now a couple of weeks. I've been asking the people in the Discord what to do, and obviously it's ultimately my decision. Everyone tells me, but some say it makes sense. Some are like, no, you're an idiot. This is what I'm talking about here. I'm just getting to a stage in my life. I think it takes a little while to find your rhythm of collecting and what you want and what gets your dick hard. This doesn't anymore for whatever reason. So let me just pull that forward. That's annoying me. And when I say that, this does. I love all these collectors, these controllers and stuff. Great. This is what I'm talking about. Games on shelves. Why do I need these games on shelves? I'm not getting rid of stuff like this, collector's editions or big box stuff, steel books. That's all staying. That's not what I'm getting at. And it's not like I need loads of money so I'm going to sell it all. I don't. But I've just been sat here some days thinking, it is pointless. What the hell have I got? Agatha Christie's ABC Murder. I bought that for Laura. She'd already played it. So I said, oh, fair enough. I'll just chuck it with my collection. Why? Why? Tell me why. Why have I got that? You could all say it's a great game. Yeah, it might be. But I'm not going to play that. I want it on PS5. I want to get the PS5 edition with the steelbook. What else? That. Why have I got that? I enjoyed it, but I finished it. And I will never, ever play that again. Ever. So why have I kept it? And I know it's nice to have a physical collection, and I'm not going down the all digital route. I'm not saying that. World War II, there. I finished it. I'll never play it again. Why have I still got it? And I know that's not worth anything, but it's just taking up space. Valuable space. And as collectors, we all know that space is a premium. Space is our biggest enemy. Look at it all. Tell me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong? But I just think, why am I doing it? Why do we all do it? Why do we hold on to these things? Like I said, I'll keep all the big box stuff like this. Oh, you idiot. Oh, if people want to know how I get my games to stand up, what do I put behind them? Absolutely nothing. I just stand them there and the games next to them, prop them up. Same as that, same as that. They're just propped by the games the other side. These, however, are different. I've got VHSs propping them up because there's nothing either side. But I've got rows and rows and rows of games I will never play again. Now, there's some games that mean something to me that I will keep. Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2. I'll never get... Obviously, that's a big box anyway. But I wouldn't get rid of those. I wouldn't get rid of that because I love it. Any of my Resident Evils, they're not going anywhere. But do I love Destiny 1 and 2? No. Do I love The Division? No. What about Doom? No. I've actually got all the Dooms in there. Hellblade. What's the rule of Hellblade, Realist Gamer? What is the first rule of Hellblade? We do not talk about Hellblade because it's shit. Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2. Get Even. Friday the 13th. Some of these games I've bought just to have on the shelf. I'm never going to play them. Some of them I played digitally and I've still bought them. Ghost of Tsushima. I completed that and then I bought it. Why? Why am I doing it? I love the game, but why do I need a £30 game sat on my shelf for no reason? Will I play it again? Probably not, because a new one's coming out this year. This is where I'm getting at. I just think I could free up some space and get some cool ass collector's editions, because that's what I'm about. Let's be honest. That's the route I'm going down, and I walk in here. That doesn't really make me smile. I'm just like, oh yeah, I got loads of games. Right, I'm playing this one here. That behind you makes me smile. The Resident Evil statues, the Metal Gear Solid collector's editions, the God of War, the limited edition consoles. That's what I'm all about. That's what makes me smile. And I just think I've pre-ordered the Clear Obscure Expedition 33 collector's edition. How sick would that look? The big tower up on this shelf somewhere, rather than a box in the corner. So yeah, I'm gonna have a cull. I am going to have a massive cull, and I mean a massive cull. Some of the games you'll probably think, why are you getting rid of that? Like Ghost of Tsushima, for instance. You're going to say, why get rid of that? It's an amazing game. I'll never play it again. And I'm going to do it going for... I mentioned it with Indiana Jones. I'm going to do it with all new games as well. For instance, if they come, you can get a deluxe edition, big box like this. I will buy it and I will keep it. I will keep it forever and I will cherish it. If it's got an art book or a steel book or something like that, a poster, postcards, nice box like this, I'll keep it. Steel books, I'll keep them. Because there's something about them, they're special. Right? What the fuck is special about that? Nothing. Or Burnout Paradise. I played it. It's alright. I didn't really say I loved it. And I'll never play it again. This is the point I'm getting at. So, obviously, like I said, anything that comes in a game that I want and it comes like this, I will buy and I will keep. If there's a new release and it comes out, it's only a standard, I'll play it. And I'm going to move it on. I'm not stacking up games like this anymore. I know recently done a thing saying there's no games on the PS5. I've got 115 of them. I have. Well, I've got about 120 now. But why have I got them? That is the thing. My Resident Evil on PS1, my Dino Crisis on PS1, my Grand Theft Auto on PS1, they mean something to me. To me, they're collector's items. They're retro. For instance, pick a random game, that House of Ashes. I could trade that in now and get a bit of money for it, whatever. If 2 years down the line I decide, oh, do you know what, I fancy playing House of Ashes, I can just toddle on to CEX and pick up House of Ashes for 10 or 15 quid or whatever it goes for. Is it a big deal that I bought it twice to play it? Not really, because I bought it. I sold it. Say if I paid 15 for it, I've sold it for 10. It's cost me a £5. I buy it back for 15. cost me 20 quid to play it through twice. If I never play it again, I've got my money back and I've kept my money and spent it on something else. This is what I'm getting at. And you could say it's a waste of money, but it's also a waste of money just games sitting here, because realistically, there's 4 of those there. I'm not going to play all 4 again. Half of them I'm never going to play. Deadpool, for instance, wherever it is there. I paid £3 for it. I got really lucky. I played it through. It was okay. I'll never play it again because I didn't enjoy it. I missed a massive trick with that. I should have sold that when I went to 95 quid. But in my head, I was like, I'll keep it for the collection. I'll keep it for the collection. It's worth about 45 quid now. But I'm not in it for the money. I don't buy games for their value and I hope they go up, or, you know, let's buy loads and sell them on for a price. I'm not into that. I'm just buying stuff I want. Don't really want that. I haven't wanted it since I played it. I don't know why I've kept it. The same as many of these games. So that's what I'm getting at. I am going through all these. I'm not selling them. I'm not putting them on Vinted, because the last time I'd done that, it was a ball. Like, yes, I will get more money. I will lose a lot of money by taking them to CX, but I don't care. I'm not going for cash. I'm going for voucher. Purely because I want to buy cool stuff again. But I'm not buying standard games anymore. Unless there's a new release I want to play, then I'll buy a standard game. But if it doesn't hit, it's going. I ain't keeping it on the shelf. You know, I could buy a new release for 60 quid, play it through. I was like, yeah, I enjoyed that. Might even platinum it. Move it on, because I'm not going to play it again, especially if I platinum it. Moving on for 50. I've not lost a lot of money. Or I'm going to have 60 quid sat there for fucking 5 years. And by the time I do decide to sell it, it'll probably be worth a tenner. For instance, Stray, I bought that, brand new sealed. I played it, I platinumed it. I will never play Stray again. I can confidently say that. If I do change my mind in 5 years' time, I can pick up a copy of Stray somewhere for a tenner or something. Do you know what I mean? Or 15 quid. It's not the end of the world. It frees up space, and I can fill it with stuff that actually makes me smile. I want a room to come in, to chill out in. I can look around and say, fuck me, I got some cool stuff. Not, I've got 5 rows of games that I'll never play. So that's where I'm going with it, folks. I'm going to get all this. I'm going to go through it now with my phone and scan through CEX what I want to get rid of. It's going to be a sizable chunk. I know it is. You may think I'm mad, but it is what it is. It's my stuff at the end of the day. So, but yeah, I'm going to go through it all, and I'll be back with you in a second. The figures are in. This is what we're working with. So I have picked quite a lot. It's 159 games. Now I know you think, geez, that's all your collection. Not really when you think that's 50 games there. One shelf holds 50. Obviously these are slightly less because these take up 9. That's probably 4. So 50 take away, say 13, or say 14 for the sake. That's 36. So that's 86. Probably 100 there. I don't know. Let's fucking average it at 35 a shelf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 105. Lost count. We got, say, 6 shelves at 35 a shelf. 180, 210 there. So it's about that amount going roughly. So it leaves me with that shelf. But we've still got 2 full shelves of PS5, because I'm getting rid of a lot of PS4 and 5. So realistically, I'll probably have 1.5 rows of PS4 left and 1 row of PS5. That's probably how it's going to work out. I think I've got roughly 350 games there, and I'm going to be trading in 159. This is the figure we've got. Now, you may think that's not amazing for the amount of games you've got, especially when you've got Deadpool, which is, it trades in for like 36 quid voucher. I think Ghost of Tsushima trades in for like 25. So there are heavy hitters there. But you have games like that. They trade in for like £2. Borderlands and stuff, they'll trade in for like 140. Probably keep Borderlands, to be honest, and Borderlands 3. But you know what I mean, the Far Cries and the Fallouts, they trade in for like £1.20s and stuff. So 159 games, that figure, it's averaging about a tenner a game, give or take. Some are worth a lot more, some are worth a little bit more, some are worth a lot less. So if you average a tenner a game, excuse me, terrible indigestion, that's what we're working with. Now I think I'm going to go for it, purely because I'm clearing a lot of space. I've got rid of a load of shit. I just, not that I'm sick of looking at, but I just look, it just doesn't do anything for me. It just doesn't. Let me know in the comments. Looking at that, I know you can look at that and go, that's a good backdrop for a YouTuber and a YouTube video. But that's all it is good for. That is all it's good for. It looks cool-ish, but I think it could look cooler. I could get the Clear Obscure Expedition thing on there when that comes. I can finally order the other Mortal Kombat bust. We can have both of those up on here. I could get my Ragnarok one up on here. I could get both the GTAs that I want to get. The last Metal Gear Solid I want to get. I want to get the Little Nightmares. So many collector's editions I want to get. Last of Us Part 2. I think we can make it look better, folks. And why do I need like these? I'm never gonna play them. I fucking hate it. Crash on the PS1. Played the first one. It was okay. Never played any more. So why did I even buy them? Because I'm a collector, and I'm not. Right, I need to get that out of my head. I'm not a collector. I'm a gamer. I'm not a collector. I'm a gamer, and I like to have cool stuff in my room. If I see, when I go to a gaming shop, it's not, I don't look at the game shelves and go, oh my God, look at all their games. I look at the stuff in the cabinets and the display and like, look at that figure, look at that statue. Shit like that is what gets my juices flowing, you know. It's seeing like, I don't know, Solid Snake figures and Resident Evil figures and any gaming figure really, like Sonic statues and stuff like that. That's what I like to see. That's what is my interest. I love gaming. I just don't need to collect loads of games. And it's taken me a long time to realise that. I've been collecting just over 2 years now. April 2023 I started. So yeah, it's literally 2 years and 2 months, or coming up 2 months. It's taken me a little while to realise that. I've gone through so many phases. I don't know if you follow the channel at the beginning. I had like 30 different consoles. I had 14 wired up so I could play them all. I had every Nintendo handheld. I had the Game Boy Pocket, Color Game Boy. I had the Game Boy Advance. I had the Game Boy Advance SP. I had a DS. I had a 3DS. I had a Switch. It took me a while to realise I didn't need all those. Then I went through the Pokemon stage where I collected every single Pokemon game. I was like, I don't even like Pokemon. I just bought them to collect. So it's taken me a while. And then remember when I said I'm just going for PlayStation and PlayStation only, so I got rid of it all. Then I thinned it down. Why do I need all these PS1, PS2, PS3 games? I'm not playing them. So I thinned that out. And now it's going to be a thin out again. It's only going to be games I either love, they mean something to me. I've had gifts off people. So like PS5 Astrobot, I'm not selling that. That was a gift off a subscriber. That means something to me. That's got sentimental value. Same as other gifts I've had. None of those are going. But they're the games that are staying. That means something. I really love. Sentimental value. The gifts. All the special editions. You know, big boxes. They look cool and I can display. I want a cool display. I want a nice room with stuff I like. Whose dog's barking? And that's that, folks. So leave in the comments if you think I'm mad. Do you think I'll regret it? Because I am shooting this currently on a Monday. I'm thinking of going in. So as you're watching this, I might be trading these in. I don't know. I'm still going to think on it. I'm not really rushing into it. Like I said, it's not a monetary thing. Don't need the money. The bills are paid. I've got a bit of money in the game fund. Speaking of the game fund, I've currently got 114 in the game fund. I just sold, I mentioned this to people in the Discord, like I said. Bradson has bought a game off me on the PS5 for 30 quid, so that's gone into the game fund, so that is £144. And I have just sold, remember I bought 2 of these from the game sale? They were 40 quid each, I believe. I bought 2 and I was hoping to sell one for 80, so I got mine for free in effect. Didn't work out, did it? Because everyone had the same plan. So I've been slowly dropping the price down and down. So I dropped it to 60. Someone made an offer of 55. I accepted it. I was like, well, I just want my money back at this point. But I made 15 quid on it, so it basically means that one cost me 25. So that's gone. Obviously, that's posted. I posted that today, so I'll get the money off that. So 55 quid adding to the 144. We'll be at 195 in the game fund. So it's not monetary. It's not. I got 195 in the game fund if I want to buy anything. I've just bought 2 things as well. I done a little job for my sister, and her partner gave me some cash, so I just blew it on games, as I do. But we'll see those shortly. They're en route. So yeah, it's not a financial thing. So I'm in no rush to do this. I'm going to ponder it, because as convincing as I'm sounding to you now, like at the beginning of this video, saying why have I got this, why have I got that, why, it's still a big decision. Some of these games I've had a year, maybe 2, and it does look cool, but it's just one of those things, isn't it? It's like letting go. Sometimes you feel like you can't let go. But I'm going to think about it. But maybe Saturday when you're watching this, I am trading these in. Who knows? But let me know in the comments if you think I'm mad. It might be too late, but let me know anyway. Is it something you think I should be doing? I just think, where do you stop? And no disrespect, but Callum from the Retro Ghetto, you know, we're all on our own different goals with this. He's buying games for all these different systems, and I'm just like, when do you stop, mate? You know, I respect him, I like his channel, but he's got game upon game upon game. He's fastly running out of space, and I think, well, where are you going to stop? Are you going to build an extension? Are you going to just keep stuff in storage? Or, you know, and I don't, like I said, I don't mean any disrespect. We're all doing different things. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to have games for the sake of having games. I'd rather curate my collection down, so maybe have 50 PS4 games that I love. I'm not going to use the word bangers, because someone's banger might be different to mine. Someone might absolutely love BioShock and it's their most favourite game in the world. It's not mine. So, like people will say, oh, you've got to have Dark Souls, they're bangers. I don't. I just need to have games I like. So, you know, what's wrong with having just 50 of your favourite PS4 games and 50 of your PS5 games, and then, I don't know, if you buy a new one and you play it and you're like, this game is amazing. Oh, let's find out, yeah, it's better than this. Taking that and selling it and popping that back in and just keeping a curated of 50. I'm not saying that's what I'm doing, but what is wrong with that? Why do everyone need to have these massive collections? So that's what I'm doing. I'm curating it down. I'm trimming the fat. I don't want to have games for the sake of having games. And that's that. So let me know what you all think, folks. Please hit that like button. Don't unsubscribe, because I'm not a game collector anymore. I'm still going to buy games. I'm still going to play games. I'm still going to buy collector's editions. I'm still going to go on game hunts. It just means I'm not buying games for the sake of it. Like when I go into CX and I'll come out with 5 games. 5 games. You know what it was like. Remember my list, my whiteboard list? And then I go out for the day and I come back. I bought 10 games and none of them were on my list. This is what happens. It's like, why have I done it? And it takes you a while to realise these things sometimes. And it is an addiction. Buying video games is an addiction, but I think it's an addiction to shopping in general. It's just that they're the things you like to buy shop. It's no different to people who buy a lot of handbags or a lot of trainers or whatever. It's a shopping addiction. Worst things to be addicted to, I've always said that, but I just need to slow down a bit and stop buying shit I'm never going to play. For instance, say that there could go, and I could have bought Grand Theft Auto 5 Collector's Edition with the lockbox and all that. Or was it 4 with a lockbox? Regardless. And have something I really, really wanted. But instead, the £150 I would have spent on that, I'm blowing over the course of a month on that shit. This is where I'm going at. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I've rambled enough. I'll see you on the next video. Maybe I'll have a big, massive CEX voucher. Who knows? Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And game on.
Big respect to the gamer, name of Wayne. In his world PlayStation reigns the same, and he's got love for the levels, high score or not. But for now, he'll show you why his collection's hot. Wayne's World! Game stay, play! He game stay! Wayne's World! Play! His realm, y'all! His game haven!